Assalamu alaikum everyone. It's Quratulain Arsalan from Feroze1888 and we are coming up with a series of bite-sized sessions. The all intent is to help you with the quick and crisp tips to manage your daily routine, your personal effectiveness, your change, your development, and in that all scenario, we are coming up with a series of stress management tools and techniques that are easy to use, easy to implement, and easy to get rid of from your daily stresses you face in your daily life, in your at your workplace, everywhere. So I know the times are not so favorable. We are super overloaded with a lot of information around CNN से लेकर local channels तक, TV shows, everything are just coming up with a lot of news. Some are favorable, some are really not. तो इन सारी चीज़ों में जो एक चीज़ है, जो pandemic times हैं, जो tough schedules हैं, working from home, there are many things which are really new for us and we are not so ready about it. So obviously जब new incidents आपकी life में आते हैं, so you don't feel so much welcoming about them. लेकिन how to manage it? Is there any tool we can that can help us in managing it? Yes, of course there are so many. और उनमें से एक and the foremost we would be discussing today, ACT model, acceptance commitment therapy. Easy to understand, easy to apply. Acceptance commitment therapy आपसे कहती क्या है? Acceptance commitment therapy in these times or even with all of the stress you can apply. Acceptance commitment therapy आपको suggest करती है that you have to first be motivated enough to feel, to accept that something is wrong with you. You have to understand the inner talks of you and you have to react normal about them. You have to understand that happens, and if it is happening with you, if it is not so favorable, it's completely fine. Just accept it, right? Don't decline, just accept. And that is what the acceptance means. It asks you कि जो आपके अंदर के सवालात आते हैं, जो आपके अंदर की बातें चलती हैं, you have to understand कि वो सारी बातें natural हैं. Right? They have a meanings attached with it, but you have to give the meanings to some certain actions. So it actually suggests you it actually suggests you to mold your feelings, your emotions into some constructive behaviors. And commitment part of it asks you to be committed about it. It's more like going on the road जहाँ पे दूसरी तरफ से traffic आ रहा है. So what you have to do, you have to be very sure, you have to be very much conscious कि हर दफ़ा जब आप आगे जाएंगे तो सामने से एक और गाड़ी आ रही है. So you have to be conscious in your mind about in dealing with your emotions too. जब आप अपने stress को deal कर रहे होंगे, जब आप अपने truths को, अपने facts को accept कर रहे होंगे, तो हर वक्त आपके पास एक negative feeling generate होगी. You have to understand कि यहाँ पर दूसरी तरफ से traffic आ रहा है and you have to slow down your speed. You have to be conscious about the environment. You have to be conscious about your own self. Acceptance, commitment, therapy wants the constructive actions out of all the emotions we get throughout the day. सबसे पहले what you have to do, I must tell you one trick. हर learning curve, आपने कभी भी कोई skill सीखा होगा तो हर learning curve 3 चीज़ों पे depend करता है. The first one is motivation, the second one is method, and the third one is the step. So if you are motivated enough, if you feel this is something disturbing and you have to deal with it, you have to fix it, then the second step is the method, that is the ACT model. You have to understand what is basically important for you. One of the part of ACT is कि जब भी आपको सोच आ रही होती है, what you have to do, you have to figure out what is exactly more important for you. Random thoughts will definitely knock, but you have to understand which one to cater first. तो अगर बहुत सारे इस अनप्रेडिक्टेबल टाइम में आपके पास बहुत सारी सोचें जनरेट हो रही हैं you are not so sure, you are not so happy because you can't meet your friends out, you can go for dinner as you used to do. तो हर चीज़ जो आपके लिए नॉर्मल थी अब वो चेंज हो रहा है अपने सिनेरियो में, एंड योर माइंड इज नॉट सो वेलकमिंग अबाउट इट, यू फील स्ट्रेसफुल. तो हाउ टू डील विद इट, आपको इन अब नाउ द स्टेप्स आर कि इसका जो थर्ड पार्ट है हाउ टू डील विद देम. यू हैव टू बी लाइक रिलैक्स. तो जब भी आपके पास बहुत सारी सोचें आए, व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, you have to sit calm and understand what is basically disturbing you the most at that time. अगर आप ना खुश हैं, if you're not feeling happy because you cannot visit your parents, if you're not feeling happy because working from home is not like giving you the right environment, the right energy as you used to feel at your work, if you're not feeling happy because distant working is creating a gap between you and your boss, you and your team, if you're not feeling happy because you are not so much enjoying the way the stuff you used to do, तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो आपको बहुत परेशान कर रही हैं, आपने करना सिर्फ ये है कि you have to accept that this is something, yes, disturbing, but it is like that now. So the fact is, the model is, it is like that. And now I have to be committed कि अगर मुझे कोई चीज़ परेशान कर रही है तो मैं समझ पाऊँ कि इस वक्त मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ी परेशानी क्या है. Working from home, not meeting my parents, not going out with my friends, or what else. If it is something unpredictable future, anything, whatever the thought is arising over and over again, you have to just write that down. When you are feeling low, this is the step of doing it. In the learning curve, motivation, method, and step, what you have to do, you have to sit calm and write it down, your feeling of this time, which is making you low. Now, what it will help and how it will create an impact into translating your thoughts into constructive action. जब आप बार बार लिखेंगे, जब आप लो फील कर रहे हैं, तो हर दफ़ा जब आप लिखेंगे, जब आप लिखने बैठते हैं, इट्स अ ह्यूमन साइकोलॉजी कि जब आप लिखने बैठते हैं तो आपको सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किल पेश आती है वो सच लिखने में जो आपको परेशान करता है. And when you actually write it down, you dilute it, you start accepting it कि हाँ ये ऐसा ही है, अब करना क्या है. अगर बार बार आप एक ही बात लिख रहे हैं, like out of many thoughts, compartment of many stuff जो कि आपके जहन में चल रहा है, जब आप लिखेंगे तो you will write the most important part that is disturbing, which will help you in acceptance, and then gradually you will feel yourself committed in dealing with it. ठीक, तो आपने देखना है अपने अंदर in the values part of ACT model, आपने देखना है कि सबसे ज़्यादा important क्या है, सिर्फ ये figure out करना है, because this is the first step in the diagnosis part. जब आप डॉक्टर विजिट करते हैं तो सबसे पहले वो आपसे आपके सिम्टम्स पूछता है. So you have to understand सबसे ज़्यादा इस वक्त क्या चीज़ है जो आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी को, आपकी हैप्पीनेस को, आपके मूड को बहुत ज़्यादा शटर कर रही है. And you have to just practice it for the up till the time of a week or so. Then you would be so sure what is basically you have to deal with, right? The acceptance is there within you. You have to just be motivated enough to deal with it, to help yourself in getting out of the negative energy, negative vibes, negative thoughts. अपना बहुत सारा ख्याल रखिएगा. We would be coming up in the next part of the stress management, how to understand the different symptoms of stress and how to deal each one of them. There are always ways. We have to be sure stress is more like the muscle of your body. जैसे आप हर रोज जिम जाते हैं तो फिर आपके ऊपर अपने जिमिंग का इम्पैक्ट आपकी बॉडी फील कराने लगती है. सेम एज द केस जब आप अपने स्ट्रेस को डिक्लाइन से एक्सेप्टेंस की तरफ लाते हैं तब आपकी अंदर की एनर्जीज आपको मोटिवेट करती हैं दैट यू कैन टेक कंट्रोल बैक ऑफ योर माइंड. बिकॉज लाइक अगर आप अपने जहन का ख्याल रखेंगे तो अल्टीमेटली हर चीज़ जो आपसे अटैच है, हर रिश्ता जो आपसे अटैच है, you would be taking care of it. So in these all times, we have collected the views, the needs of teams, and we are so happy that our team leads are only concerned and mostly concerned about the mind health, mental well-being of their people. This is a very good sign. They do value you more than anything. And when I say you, it is exactly you. So you have to take care of yourself. We are guarding the guards, so the guards can take care of the whole business empire. I wish you a very happy day. Thank you so much. Stay at home, stay safe, and take care. Allah Hafiz.